Well, welcome, Minecrafters. It's another day for Sharlenwar's adventure. Awesome. So, let's see. We're here in my base. And I'm going to walk out of this place. Oh, there's a little hint there. Okay, so, as you know, I've been working on this base a little bit. And yes, look at this. Has the little farm aspect on there for the tree farm. 3 trees over there. 3 trees down over there. I gotta be careful here. There we go. So yeah. So this is the refuge. That's the name I've given it. Yes, I'm gonna start naming the places, I guess. Just, why not, right? As you can see, it has the little skylights in there that go under the water for that little ravine that was in there that we found. It has the farm on this side, the farm on the other side. There's also some goodies inside there. When I built this building, I had it using all these stones here, or these stone bricks. It was a bit flat and plain. Didn't quite, it was good, but I don't know, I needed to add some more features, so I threw in these leaves here, and yeah, that seemed to work out quite nicely. I did record a bunch of stuff earlier, but the timing of the voice to the action was actually wrong, so I was actually disappointed. I was trying to record in high def, and that didn't quite work. So I'm just going to stick with what works here with my silly computer. Yes, that's on my things of to do, is to get a new computer. So anyways, so I need some wood here. So we're just going to go and start chopping up some wood. Yeah, I use stone and iron. Was it intermittently? Yes, I like to use stone tools as well as iron tools. I don't know. I'm cheap when it comes to the iron, I guess. Should be interesting to see how the sound works on this. I've been trying to do some tweaking. I've been trying to get the sound to work with the recording. For some reason it just, I'm not sure what happened. It's just my computer is weird that way. I think I need to reinstall and format everything and start all over with it. I think it's been about a year since I've done that, so yeah. For me this is loud here. It's too bad you guys don't hear the... There we go. That's too bad, because I'm trying to figure out why. It's not my headset, because my headset works fine. I hear the sound through the headset. And I'm not sure why, perhaps, like with the seasons before, or with the earlier shows, perhaps worked fine. And now it doesn't seem to work at all, which is kind of unusual. As you can tell, see, I've had to I need to speak properly today. I've got iron armor. With the earlier shows, I was actually going down. I'm saying a lot, so you'll have to excuse me for that. I was going down into the cave system that's underneath the base here, and yeah, I was doing a whole bunch of footage there. The There was a zombie farm, or not a zombie farm, but there was like a zombie spawner that we took care of. There was a skeleton spawner near the end that we took care of. But that footage is all gone, and it bugs me. Yeah. It's because it wasn't in sync. I was trying to do it all full screen, trying to make a high def video. Yeah. So just basically, I know now to stay away from that. At least until I get a new computer. I plan on getting a laptop so that way I can take Minecraft with me to work. And then I can work at work because I work night shifts, so there's plenty of opportunity for me to whip out my laptop had I have one, or if I have one. I can then work on a bunch of LP content, at least getting it ready. Because I think I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it kind of where I show you what I do, and as well where I build off camera as well. Because if I was to do everything on camera, it would just take a very long time, I think. Either that, or I'd have to whip out like a show a day, and I think the pace would just be too fast. It's almost better to do like a streaming with Twitch TV and do it that way. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what we'll do here. Yeah, I find with apples, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I find if I smash these, we get apples more often. See, I already have 2 apples. Normally if I just let them decay, I don't see any apples, or I see 1 apple. So I don't know, maybe it's the same. Maybe it's just because of the rare chance of it. So I think because it's 1 in every 200 or something. So I've never seen apples before in Minecraft, so whether or not that they were just such a high chance, well, I know I've chopped down a lot of trees, since wood is a common staple in every Minecraft game. As we all know that. I'd also like to thank just our subscribers. We have some new subscribers to the channel. I was going to write down your names, and so I apologize for that. But thank you very much for taking the effort and the time to actually come and watch. I appreciate it. It's kind of nice to see people are actually interested. It's something that anyone can make. It's not too difficult to make like videos. Some people think it's a really tough thing. Nah, I think it's just mostly the fact that you know that real people are gonna watch your shows, and I think a lot of it too is people are worried about what other people think. Well, I don't really care what anyone thinks. Not to be selfish or self-centered. No. Nothing like that. But it's just, what you may think. If you don't like this, then that's fine. Don't watch it. That's the way I am. It's just, I'm not forcing you to watch it. I didn't cause you to watch it. So if you find you don't like it, then then don't watch. It's as simple as that. You can always click X or go to the next video. I watch my daughter, my son, you watch YouTube videos, and if it's something they don't like, they just move on. They don't really, it's interesting. I don't know. But yes, it's been great. It's been great. I've learned a lot this time. I know I've been saying that a lot in my past episodes here. Just because mostly it's like a new day, and it's more like an update for all of you to see what I do. Yeah, I'm trying not to say but whatever. Oh yes, there we go. It's been a while since I've been in here. I'm gonna actually knock these down. I don't know. I'm gonna try with the sign just to see if it's any better than with a hoe, but I don't think so. It looks like it's the same. Because I find if you use the tools, they wear down the tools faster. Okay, what? Okay, well that still grew, so I'm gonna leave it that way. Those vines are turning into something interesting, that's for sure. I was gonna automate this farm, but I thought, oh, shoot. Actually, I don't need these pumpkins for now. I was gonna automate the farm, but that did not happen. See, I found some melon seeds down while we were adventuring, and so we're actually gonna. I'm not gonna grow as much wheat. See, this is the cool thing I did with this. I wanted to, yeah, maybe force it. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So it'll force it to grow. Okay. Yeah, so you can just use your hands. That'd be easier. Hands or sign or yeah. I'll keep growing pumpkins. Okay. Yeah, so I was gonna automate this farm. I was gonna make it where some water comes out and pours out and pushes everything to kind of like a collection point in the middle here, and then you just have to pick it up and then just harvest or you lay down seed and you're good for another batch. I decided to keep it manual just because I wasn't gonna spend the energy. Well, not to say I'm lazy, but I with 1.2 looming in the distance, I figured, why not? We'll just make a temporary one here. We'll just do it for where it looks cool. I'll just add some features in here. And I think it turned out quite okay. I like the greenhouse up here. I like how I try to make some funky, like if you can see, I try to kind of see, when you make a little design out of it, little triangle. Kept the center there clear, put glass there. I'm hoping that they make glass half slabs. That would be cool. So you could have your panes of glass for the sides, like here. But it'd be cool to have like a half slab. So then, can you imagine what you could do with the glass? You could have a half slab, and then it could go into a block behind it. And so you can do a lot more. Yeah, I think it'd be a lot interesting to have half slab options. So, not sure what you all think about that, but I know I personally would enjoy more variety that way, and with more items that they're going to have. Well, with the 4,000 possible items you could possibly have now with the new format. Yes, I think we're going to see the whole adventure map thing come to fruit. I'm trying to think of a term. Oh well. Too bad you guys don't hear anything except me talking. So yeah, so definitely God bless that person who told me that I talk too much. Yes, I removed that comment. That was ages ago. But that person, you gave me that much motivation to just go, you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm doing these for myself mostly. And if people want to come along on the ride, then they can come along on the ride. And that's why I do this. So, okay, so this is the refuge. I am planning on building another way across here. And I do want to build kind of like an ice entrance here. And there's a cave here somewhere, a dungeon. You can hear it. So yeah, so I want to make an ice entrance here. I might have to chop this tree down. This is an experiment to see how far out it melts. And it melts out. Looks like it melts out 2 tiles away from each direction. 1 tile diagonally. So let's see. So you can you kind of see that. So I want to do an experiment here. This would be a good spot. I was thinking earlier, does snow melt behind? So say if you placed a torch on the wall here, which side would it melt? Would it melt all of it? Would it melt just the side? Would it melt this side? Will it touch this side? I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to do a little experiment there. That will determine how I build this entrance here. I think it'd be cool to build it. Actually, I might have to clear this. That's too tall. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Ah! Oh, that's funny. I wonder how many of us have done that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of collecting snow. I might use snow blocks. Ooh. That's actually a pretty snazzy idea that just kind of hit me. Oh, I need that for my experiment. See, so it's melting this side. It doesn't look like it's melting that side. So this might help actually. Okay, I'll give it more time. If this melts at all, then we know it's not going to work. I want to see if I saw something there. Oh yes, there we go. Oh, one shot. Never mind. No meat. There's some more sand here, huh? Cool. That's more stuff to harvest. Yeah, I've been trying to think of a way to make all this more exciting, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't been really playing too much. I've been waiting. Well, I shouldn't say waiting. I have been busy. That's my problem. Sometimes I get busy in my real life, and then I have to. Oh, I don't have any wood, or I mean, dirt. So I'll just put wood. So yeah. So you have to excuse on the frequency of the videos. This video today, what's today? Today is the 29th, the leap year. Yay. Wow, this is tough with no sound. Unless magically the sound's working and I'm just blabbing on. Okay, so yeah, so here we're gonna put basically, I'm gonna break up the stone one. So yes, so this is where we'll put the entrance. I don't like this ground though. It's kind of maybe make the entrance higher. Oh well, I'll play with that a bit. I basically want to make the entrance 3 squares open, or 3 meters, or whatever system you want to use to count it. I'm going to say 3 cubes or 3 squares because it's 1, 2, 3. So pretty easy that way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this. What I was going to do is I'll kind of show you guys what my idea was. It was to use a mix of, well, this snowball idea just came to me. But basically it's going to be a mix of snow bricks and ice. I want to use water. Oh yeah, I need that. So we're going to use water here. And what the plan is to do, I think I need dirt too. Oh no, I got some dirt. The dirt we can use as a molding. I wonder if some of you know what that means. What's this? Why do I don't want to place that one. I want to place this one again. So this one we need to place at different spots. Over here. One. Two. Okay. So yeah, so it looks like the wall's protecting it. So you can use this as an effective method to block. Okay. So the heat works in one direction, or interesting. I wonder how they make it block it. So it'd be kind of neat to look at the coding for that. Oh yes. So that's how I could see that working that way, which is kind of cool effect actually. Okay, so I was figuring I need dirt. So I was figuring it would. So if this is 1, 2, so okay. So let's just as an example, right? So say I hope this freezes. Let's see if I get source blocks here. Okay. Problem with ice is it takes a long time. So what I want to do is create kind of like my door frame. Well, I just want to see if that freezes. That needs to freeze. I think I need to extend it out one more and then bring it down this way. Maybe you can mix in snow blocks in here somewhere. You know, I don't know, like, let's see, so if I extend it out one more, I want it to kind of go diagonally. That's a little bit big. Okay, maybe. For example, the snow blocks could be kind of like, yeah, maybe like that. That kind of works. Because it's going to go up, right? So this can actually technically become, there we go. So what's going to happen here, it's going to be kind of like an igloo type of situation. The reason I'm doing that is I just want to experiment with some of this stuff just to see how they look, what they feel like. I think torches can withstand the heat of these, or snow blocks don't melt. I guess that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about this and experiment. Might have to use, because I want it lighted so there's no monsters. Yeah. I'll have to play with that. So yeah, so that's what's happening there. I was going to show you downstairs, but the video is getting long as it is, so I think what's going to happen is we're going to end it here. Let me just kind of take a quick look. Okay, yeah, just before we leave, I want to kind of mention that I use this Fax Pure BD Craft texture pack. I'll put a link to it on the side of the channel there on the right hand side. You'll see the link. It'll be for the website for the texture pack, so that way you can kind of look at it, see what it's all about, and maybe if you want to use it yourself, hey, it's awesome. We were going to do some exploring of the mine shafts, but unfortunately, well, that's going to take too long. So I have a huge cave system with what is it? Mine shafts in there that you spawn automatically with the little tracks. Yeah, with the chests in there. That's where I got those watermelon seeds, of course, because I think that's the only place you can get them. Pretty much is in bases or like in those chests. So I found those. So we're making more watermelons finally. Yay! But the cave system is huge. I got lost. I recorded footage and we were about half an hour down in there, or well, I was. And yeah, it was crazy. I loaded up on resources. Let's see if I can show you here. 62 iron now. Like, I don't know if you can remember from last time, but I didn't quite have quite as much. But now I got more. I found a little bit of gold, but not as much. That was disappointing. That was disappointing. I found some redstone, which is nice. Found some diamonds. Good. I will plan on making diamond equipment at some point. I'm just cheap. I am super cheap with this stuff. Don't ask me why. It's just the way I am. I don't like to waste resources. Even for tools, like the stone tools, yeah, they work okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so I got quite a few resources. The name of the new season, instead of season 2, it's going to be called the World of Ithacaron, or something like that, World of Ithacaron. So that way then, the playlist will be called that, and then at least anything pertaining to that world will be there. Because I don't know if I'm deleting this world. I don't think I am yet. I might do a download of it. We'll see. I'm not too sure. Still kind of thinking about that. What else did I hear? Future plans, ice entrance to new base. Yeah, I talked about that. So yeah. So other than that, I hope you all are playing Minecraft, enjoying Minecraft. I hope you all are enjoying my videos. I'm sorry that my videos lately have been a little bit dry, but yeah, I think we're all kind of waiting. Like Etho and Doc M and Mr. One Wolf is still doing some great videos. He's still working on his world, and even with 1.2 coming out, he's still going to continue. So it's fantastic. The Mind Fiend is waiting. There's a bunch of others as well that are kind of in that state of limbo. So yeah. So thank you all for watching this episode, for listening, even though it wasn't really much to watch. And yeah, and thank you. I thank you all for subscribing, and thank you all for enjoying this. So until next time, we'll see. I think I'll be able to do another episode, and maybe 1.2 will come out. We'll see. So yeah, so you all have a fantastic Minecraft day.